All right, y'all, this is a review of the Xbox wireless headset. I forget what it's called. I don't think it's called just the Microsoft headset. I think it's called the Xbox wireless headset, something like that. As you can see, it's got some weird pads on it. I'll tell you why I put that on there. This is not a new product. This is an old product that's been around for a while. But with like literally, I'm on message boards with people asking for advice for gaming stuff all the time, and like literally nobody ever, like, this has never been mentioned that I can remember other than by me, and then I'm ignored. I don't know, they just think it's a bad idea or what. But I mean, yeah, this is a Microsoft product. It's all cheesy with it's got these green rings on it. But if you've got an Xbox, especially an Xbox Series X, I'm going to tell you why basically everybody should own this. This is a unique product in a few ways. One of the ways that it's unique is that because this is a proprietary Xbox, like Xbox doesn't work over Bluetooth. Bluetooth is not fast enough I mean, for one, even if it does work, it's not going to sync as fast as you would like. For two, like Xbox specifically doesn't support any Bluetooth devices, I think just because for that reason, that it's not very fast. So they've got their own proprietary technology called, I think, I don't know, just whatever, the Xbox wireless tech, whatever it is. So the bottom line, this works on that. So you just out of the box, you hit a button on this, you hit this, you pair it like you would a controller, and it just works. So that's one of the benefits of using this. Two, mute. You hit this to mute, you hit it back on, you get a beep beep in your ears, and it's super convenient to use, okay? Like, the biggest reason I like this and what makes it so unique, and I think a lot of people don't know about it, is that, say, there might be a situation you're grinding something on a game, right? So you're grinding up a character, you're doing some missions, things that are just kind of somewhat boring, right? So you can connect this to your Xbox and at the same time have it paired with a phone. So that means on your phone, you can go and start a podcast, or you can play YouTube in the background, or you can play music or whatever you want. And at the same time, you can be in game, going on whatever mission you're going through, getting that stuff done, and just kind of grinding away at it, which is nice. With this device, it's as simple as you've got your microphone or your volume here. So this is up and down, and this is your mixer. So say you don't want to hear your game audio, you just want to hear the guys talk. You literally just grab the side of your head and you turn this back, and now you're only hearing them. If you want to hear a little bit of game audio, you take and you put this back. So you can, on the fly, move and mix this. You can move your volume up with your other hand here. And if you're listening to music or a podcast, whatever, you need to turn that down, you just grab your phone and turn it down. So you can mix together 3 different things. I find that super convenient. The other thing about this is it does not require any kind of bass. You just buy this and it just works with the Xbox. Now, the reason why I put these on there is that the one negative with this is that my ears will get really hot. They got like these fake leather pads that come with these out of the box. So I just bought these, and I'll put a link on Amazon for them. I think they're like $10 or $20 for the velour pads. And obviously they look goofy, but it helps. Like, I've got big ears, and this helps me to not be sweating all over them by the end. My ears don't get hot with these kind of pads on them. And I haven't noticed any decrease in the quality of the sound that I'm getting out of them. Now, in terms of sound quality, so this is really a piece of equipment that's a unit of convenience. It doesn't sound bad, but here's the downside is that if you're looking to really listen to music and or you wanted to, say, like, watch a movie and really get into it, this will do an okay job. I mean, it'll fill the gap, but it's not a great piece of equipment for that. What it's for is for convenience. So you can put your music on, you can put a podcast on, you can do whatever. I mean, the microphone sounds really good. I've always had people say this is the best microphone quality out of all the different ones that I've had, even wired ones. So I think the microphone is really good. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is a microphone test of the Xbox Series headset. This is really convenient, and that, I mean, it's in the right spot. You can just kind of move it a little bit out of the way if you want. This is not the most comfortable headband. And see here is like, this is all hard plastic, like it's all hard. But I say I will leave this on my head and I don't have an issue. Like it's hard here, but it's soft on the top. So you can just leave it on your head and use it for hours. I want to say it's got like 4 to 6 hours of battery life. I mean, it's always enough to get you through a session and probably a second one. And then you just got to remember to plug it in. It does have, it's got USB-C. Yeah, USB-C. So it's got a USB-C charger on it. So everything about it is built for convenience. And I know it's not the very best thing. I know this isn't anything new. But what I want to make sure that people knew about was basically its killer feature is the fact that you buy this and this is it. Okay, there's no bass, there's no anything to keep track of like there is. Like I've seen so many people mention they've got the Astro, and okay, so now you've got this device that's sitting here and you got to move the knobs on them and stuff, take care of it. So you're kicking back and now you got to reach over and get it. You don't have to do anything. You just reach onto your head and you just turn these. So super convenient. As far as I know too, I don't know of other devices that connect directly to the Xbox and then can also be connected to a phone at the same time so that you can have different audio streams. So you're mixing in 3 different things. You could have whatever audio is going on with your phone. You're also going to have whatever is going on in game, but then you can take and turn your cup here and just turn that off if you don't want to hear the in-game sound, or if it gets too loud or whatever, you can turn this down. Or if you turned it down, but now the chat's too loud, you can turn that down. If I'm going into the kitchen, I want to mute it, I just click that. So it's super easy to just use and I can use it all kinds of different ways. I mean, so I've done a review on the Astro Mixamp TR, which is a really good product. And I also have a Modi and Magni, and I'll do a review of that, including for video gaming soon, so everybody can hear what that actually sounds like. And all that stuff is super awesome, but if I just want the convenience of hitting a button and I can chat with the guys and I'm going to do something online and I want to be able to walk into the kitchen to get something to eat, I want to be able to mute it really easily, I want to be able to easily control my volume and mixer, like this is still what I get. And you can set this up in 5 minutes. It costs under $100, and the convenience factor of this is off the charts, and nobody seems to know or care about this product. So I wanted to just do a quick review of it. There's not a whole lot more to say other than, you can get in, like there is an equalizer setting, which actually saves on the headphones. So if you want to go in there and play with the equalizers and stuff, you can actually go into your Xbox, change some settings on it and figure out the equalizer the way you like it. And once you saved, it's saved on the hardware in these. So you don't have to reconnect it every time in order for it to recognize the EQ. This does not have the hugest sound stage. It's got fairly accurate representation of music, but it's just kind of okay. It's okay. It does the job. In game, you can you pretty much tell where things are coming from, but it's kind of utilitarian. Like it does the job. But it still is what I reach for, because sometimes you just want something that just works and it's easy and it's convenient and it's simple to use, and there's nothing better than this that I know of for the Xbox. And I wish more people knew about it. All right, now we're going to get into some audio recordings of how it sounds. I'm going to record some audio that has this device so you can hear how it sounds, but I'm also going to use the Mixamp with some drop Sennheiser 58X headphones, so you can kind of hear the difference of the quality. I don't know how much of it will come through, but we'll give it a shot and let you hear it, and then might see if I can do some music on it too and see if you can feel the difference. Now, when you're listening to this, if it's through a TV or a pair of crappy speakers, you're not going to be able to hear any of the nuance and difference, and YouTube is going to compress it anyway. So please have some kind of decent headphones that you can listen to on it, or per IEMs. I've said this a few times, I'm going to do a review on them, but if you don't have much money and you don't have a good pair of headphones that you can hear a lot of detail in, I'd highly recommend you picking up the Moondrop Quarks. For 15 bucks, they will give you a pretty good playback that you'll be able to hear what I'm trying to represent here. The microphones that I'm using are 360-degree microphones, so if you have a decent pair of headphones, you should be able to hear a pretty significant difference, or if there isn't much of a difference, you'll at least hear an accurate representation of how close in quality this gets to what you would do with a, if you actually set up the Mixamp Pro TR, which is the only official, connected DAC that you can use with this, and kind of compare the two on what you lose. So let's see how it turns out. This is using the Drop 58X headphones.
Now we make him die. You'll die for that.
So you get really this is audio quality that you can expect using the Microsoft Xbox controller.
If we're all done here, Chief, maybe it's time we take a look inside that Forerunner structure.
You can hear everything. Definitely not as enjoyable an experience, but I wonder how that comes across through the microphone. I'd be curious to see how that sounds. So anyway, just a quick review. I don't know if I missed anything. Obviously, you guys can feel free to leave any questions or comments in the description if there are any that come up. But I sure appreciate everybody that's been watching the videos. It's kind of cool to see people returning to actually watch things, even if you're not subscribed. So obviously there's some kind of value to what I'm doing here. So feel free to write any comments below, leave a like, subscribe, whatever. And if you have any suggestions for things you'd like me to talk about or look at, feel free to leave those below as well. So thank you.